Every lady who lunches has the same dumb Chanel bag. What do you think, you guys? Are you tired of Chanel or do you still love it? Question. Would you shell out thousands and thousands of dollars just to look like everybody else? I'll bet you wouldn't. But chances are, if you have any of these 10 items, that's exactly what's happening. And listen, it's not just you, it is me too. Why do people like to buy luxury items? Well, we want to indulge ourselves. We want to feel special. We want to feel that we have something special. In short, everybody wants to stand out, and so we'll shell out the money to do so. But what happens when items that were considered, expensive, indulgent, luxury goods years ago are just commonplace now? Walking down the street, you see a million of them, and it's just no big deal. That's exactly what's been happening, especially with the onslaught of a lot of these luxury resale sites like The RealReal or Fashion File. Expensive bags, shoes, watches, jewelry that years and years ago really were only accessible to a certain financial group, if you will, are pretty much now available and accessible to the masses. When you add to that these companies like Afterpay or Klarma, there's one other that I can't think of right offhand. If you don't have a credit card, if you don't have enough room on your credit card, you can easily finance these items from these sites. It's made it accessible for everybody, which now begs the question, why are we spending thousands of dollars for a piece that everybody else has? This is just kind of fun, and I wanted to share with you what, in my opinion, are 10 luxury pieces that are overrated, outdated, and make you look common. Tell me if you agree or if you disagree. Did I miss something? I want to hear that too. Comment below and let's get started with number 1. The Chanel flap and the Chanel classic tote. I will show you this one and this tote bag. Yes, I know, I have them. Every single influencer has a million of them. Every single woman on Pinterest is standing there with her Chanel bag. So now it's just kind of become very commonplace, and it's not a big deal. I most recently cleaned out my closet and I got rid of every single Chanel bag but for those two. One, the white, I just wasn't ready to get rid of it yet. The second one, Oliver got me during our first Christmas, so it was sentimental. I feel that a couple things. One, I feel like everybody has it. And side note, to me, Chanel just feels very old and stuffy and dated. I don't care what anybody else says. That is what I feel. Every lady who lunches or every woman at the country club has the same dumb Chanel bag. That's not saying that I won't ever buy a Chanel bag again. But if I'm going to shell out that kind of money, I want a really unique Chanel piece that not everybody and their dog walking down the street has. What do you think, you guys? Are you tired of Chanel or do you still love it? Okay, y'all, a quick subscriber shout out to Kimberly St. Marie. She is new to the channel. Kimberly, thank you so much. I love having you here. Kimberly had a request. She wants dupes of designer straw hats. And I want you to know, Kimberly, I am on that. That is next on my list. If you would like a shout out, please comment below. I have brand new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and I give viewer and subscriber shout outs every Tuesday and Friday. Chanel branded jewelry and watches. I'll tell you a quick story. I was a part of this charity group, very briefly, and this entire group, because it was a group of very affluent women, we were invited up to South Coast Plaza for a private opening of the Christian Louboutin store. We had a couple cocktails, everybody heads down to the Chanel store, and Chanel was having a jewelry trunk show. So I stopped and I'm looking at some of the pieces, and they're really beautiful, yes, of course. So the guy's putting one of the bracelets on my hand and it's very gorgeous. I go, well, how much is this? Thinking, I mean, it's costume jewelry, how much can it be? $20,000. It's costume jewelry, it isn't real, but it had all the Chanel logos on it. How many people do you see with the little CC logoed earrings or the CC logoed necklace? It's costume jewelry and it looks like you're trying too hard. The second thing with the watch, okay, I thought the watch was pretty. I have a girlfriend who, okay, let's just say she's like Oprah rich, and she told me, oh, I didn't even know Chanel made watches. Okay, well, thanks. At that point, I basically knew that I wasted my money. So look, if you want to spend $500, $600, $700, which is what a pair of logoed Chanel earrings cost, there are a lot of better options out there that look a little more upscale and a little more classy and aren't going to be as oversaturated and overdone. If you want to spend $25,000 on a watch, there are much better options for you than a Chanel watch, because what you're paying for is the branding. Chanel Chanel specializes in fashion. It isn't timepieces. You're paying for the Chanel brand. Rolex, very 80s, very dated. Most of you probably know and remember, just like I do, like in the 80s, it was like the I've made it, the status symbol to have a Rollie. I think the Submariner Rolex was a big thing. I was in high school, I graduated in 86. I think I started learning that it was supposed to be a thing, late 80s, early 90s. This is one timepiece that, in my opinion, just feels very dated and heavy. And I think that if you're going to spend that kind of money, there are other ways to go. I specifically, myself, like the brand Patek Philippe, every bit as indulgent as a Rolex, but it's the type of timepiece that unless you know, you don't know. It doesn't hit you in the face like, ooh, that's a Rolex, but it's one of those pieces that somebody will look at it and go, that's a really nice watch. I wonder who she is. The huge ass Gucci belts. These guys. I told you, it's not just you, it's me too. Can we please not do this anymore? If I see one more person with this stupid Gucci thing on, I'm going to throw up. I haven't worn these in probably a year. They were all fun until they weren't fun anymore. And now you pretty much see everybody has it. And also I know a lot of you too, have gotten away from like the big, huge logos all over the place. It just looks like you're trying too hard. So I'm gonna give those away. I'm gonna consign them on the Real. They're just overdone, you guys. They're way overdone. Oh, instead, let me show you what I have liked. I love, and I have been wearing the Hermes reversible belt. Two things. One, it's expensive, yes, but you're getting two belts in one. One side's black, one side's brown. They have a variety of different colors, and then you can choose your hardware, but I'm not against a little bit of a logo. I like to dress pretty relaxed and streamlined, but I like a wink of glam, a wink of affluence, and this kind of hits the spot. So I am just completely over the big ass, huge Gucci belts. Please make them go away. Side note, did you know that Gucci was ranked the most overrated designer, even ahead of Louis Vuitton, who quite frankly, I think is kind of a close first place? And it's not like Gucci is suffering. You guys, their sales doubled in 2018. But here's what's interesting. 55% of their revenue came from people under 35. What does that tell you? What that tells me, and I'm extrapolating of course, is that it's not the wealthy people that are buying a lot of the Gucci. It's people who are aspiring to be or who want to put forth a certain image. Okay, so first of all, yay to Gucci for their marketing, for enlisting a lot of celebrities to wear their things, to promote it as cool. But it's a lot of people wearing it that really probably can't afford it. And number 5, the Gucci Marmont bag. You see it everywhere. Everybody's got the Gucci, the little camera bag, the Gucci Marmont bag, the clutch with the big G's. Overdone. When you see somebody walking down the street with it, I mean, does it even cross your attention, or is it like, meh? Branded Tiffany jewelry, over it. The Tiffany charm bracelet, the if found, return to Tiffany's little, lockets. For me, I stay away from anything that says Tiffany. Overdone, outdated, pretty common. YSL bags, very pretty. I have a ton of them myself because I love them. So did everybody else, but very overdone. Go on any site and you'll just see pages and pages and pages of YSL. Why? Because it sells a lot. And what does that mean? It means they are everywhere. And yes, of course, wait for it. I know that you were thinking this. Louis Vuitton, specifically the flipping NeverFull bag. I am so tired of that bag, I could scream. And embarrassingly enough, yes, I have that one too. That white and gray. I don't always know the name of the bags. I never wear it, hardly ever, because everybody flipping has it. That and the Louis Vuitton duffel bags. Walk through any airport and just notice how many people have that NeverFull bag. It's just boring, it is common, and is overdone. Over it. Here's a throwback, the Mont Blanc pen. When is the last time that you ever grabbed a pen and a pad of paper to pen a letter? Never. Mont Blanc pens used to be like something that you would get to spoil yourself for closing a big deal, or something that your company would get you for a job well done or for a promotion. They're like $300, $400, $500, and they're just gonna sit there on your desk like, hi, remember that time that you got promoted? Dated, and it probably says that you're still living in the 80s. Just saying. the flipping Rockstud Valentino. How many different iterations can Valentino make of their Rockstud? I mean, talk about riding the wave into the sand. This one has just gone beyond. You see Rockstud everything on everyone. Pumps, sandals, flats, slides, wedges, boots, and then every type of handbag, clutch, shoulder bag, handle bag, tote, backpack, etc. Oh, and every single season. Everybody has it. It's become very, very common. Yeah, again, Valentino Rockstud, totally jumped the shark. Okay, y'all, those are my 10 designer luxury goods that are overrated, overdone. Comment, let me know if I missed anything. I love hearing your feedback. And until next week, y'all, I'll see you later. Bye.